have found that Oregon history blends well with travel and tourism. That's because there is such a richness of heritage throughout the state in many small towns and large cities, sometimes dating back nearly 2 centuries. Hi there, I'm Grant McComey, your host for Travel Oregon's Grant's Getaways. And this week we learn that blending travel, tourism with history and heritage, it also makes good business as we visit a small southern Oregon town that's all about Main Street, Oregon. The Umpqua River Scenic Byway sweeps you past scenes that are striking and soothing. Waterfalls, rapids, and wildlife. And when you drive through the Rochester Covered Bridge, enjoy a nostalgic nod to a time gone by near a small town that holds on to its history, Oakland, Oregon.
The buildings now are pretty much preserved the way they were. The windows have not been changed, which is one of the big things.
The town of 900 has more than 130 historic registered homes and business buildings, including one of the state's best brick storefronts dating to the 1890s.
Created an ordinance right after both sides of the street burned down to build only brick buildings in the downtown area. And so far it's worked. We haven't had anything burned down.
Oakland's Main Street is a real showstopper, to be sure. But it turns out many Oregon towns have discovered they have Main Street stories worth sharing too.
In some communities, they're rich in historic buildings and the historic stock and the architectural character of a community.
Sherry Stewart is director for Oregon State Park's Main Street Heritage Program that supports and guides towns looking to link and promote their heritage. In Oregon City, connecting with history is easy at places like the McLaughlin House.
We're proud of our community. We're seeing our history brought back to life.
John Southgate is director for Oregon City's Main Street program, and he says sites like this provide visitors a visual connection with important stories and offers history so close you can reach out and touch it.
Buildings that were built to last and have intrinsic architectural value.
Dayton's probably one of the oldest platted towns in Oregon.
Dayton, Oregon is on the fast track toward developing a Main Street plan too.
And I think that we are sitting right in the center of a whole lot of really beautiful wine country. And we have our history and we have our agriculture.
Back in Oakland, Mayor Keeley insists that every Oregon town has special history worth sharing that can become good business too.
They take a look at what we have here and they're intrigued by the fact that we still have these buildings and that they're in such good shape, and want to do that, want to preserve those so that people can see them.
There are now a half a dozen towns and cities across the state that are participants in the official Oregon State Parks and Rec Main Street Oregon program. We have all the details, directions, and contact information so you can check it out. You'll find that information right here on the Travel Oregon website. So until next week, do get out here and explore the great Oregon outdoors and let Travel Oregon be your guide. For Travel Oregon, I'm Grant McComey.